Greetings and salutations to you all, my good chums. My name is Richard, this is Gentlemanly Gaming, and welcome back to Grand Strategy Sunday and Crusader Kings 2 in real life. Last time on the show, our new Emir here, Emir Mansur, he wasn't really the focus of our last playthrough. He's still a minor, so he's a bit boring at the moment. Not really a lot of interest going on with him. No. Where the real interest lies at the moment is behind the scenes in the council, where subterfuge, backstabbing, sabotage, and all around naughtiness is going on. It's an interesting place to be at the moment in the council. Not actually our character. The AI outside of our control is actually where all the interest lies at the moment, where there is a power struggle going on between our Grand Vizier Sheikh Alim and our Spy Master Sheikh Idris. Both of them seem to be vying for power. Sheikh Idris seems to get a lot of guys on his side, returning favours to him to overpower our Grand Vizier Sheikh Alim, who should be the top dog on the council. What else happened? Sheikh Idris, well, we don't know for sure, but Sheikh Alim's heir, Wali Hussein of As-Sukhak, was murdered. Well, he died under suspicious circumstances. We don't know for sure who did it, but I like to think that it was Sheikh Idris that did it. It's trying to get him out of the way, trying to get rid of another person that would be a potential challenge to his power. Now he has another heir here at the moment, but he is also quite a proud kind of guy. He's probably going to want to go for the power, and he's an amateurish plotter, so he's going to seem to think himself a little bit of a sleuth as well. But what was it? The steward, wasn't it? It was the steward that passed away. He was the, I don't want to say kingmaker, but he was the guy in the middle that was kind of holding the balance just about right between these two. He passed away, and now we have a new steward who is trusting, temperate, mastermind theologian. He is a nice guy, I would say. He's not really into the whole backstabbing-y, plotting, behind the scenes power struggle kind of thing. It's going to be interesting to see which way Sheikh Mirza's soul is taken. Is he going to be pulled in sway of Sheikh Idris? Is he going to be pulled in sway of Sheikh Alim? Is he going to go his own way? We're not sure. But the previous steward had taken over the reins of power from Sheikh Alim, because Sheikh Alim went into hiding because someone was trying to kill him. I think it was Sheikh Idris was trying to kill him. We don't know that for sure, but I like to think it was. And so he went into hiding. So the former steward, what was his name? Let's see what his name was. His name was Fadl, that's it, Sheikh Fadl. He became the regent, he became the educator of our man here, Mansur. But he passed away, and Sheikh Alim took it upon himself to wrestle the reins of power back. So he is now our what's the word? Regent. That's the word. He is now our regent and our tutor again. So yes, the balance of power in our council is quite interesting. Ever shifting, ever moving. That's where all the interest lies. This time we should be coming of age ourselves, Emir Mansur. So it'll be interesting to see how we turn out and what kind of man we want to become. Where's our soul going to go? What route are we going to go down? What's going to happen there? It's going to be quite interesting to find out. First things first, today we have a message about a marriage. This guy wants to marry a courtier of mine. I don't see why not. Seems to be absolutely fine. And one other thing I forgot to mention about the power struggle as well, sorry, is that we are betrothed to Sheikh Alim's granddaughter, isn't it? So we are closely tied in with this family, so it's going to be interesting to see what Sheikh Idris wants to do about that. But yes, we should be coming of age this time, so we'll find out a little bit more about how Mansur's going to play. But I'm interested to see what happens when Sheikh Alim passes, because he's the eldest on the council right now. He is 74 and Sheikh Idris is only 30, so yeah, there's going to be interest to see what happens when he passes away, and the headcanon-y things that I'm going to do about what goes on with his I'm forgetting words today. English language leaving me. Heir, that's the word. When his heir comes to power. It'll be interesting to see what happens there as well. But yeah, that's where all of the intrigue and all of the entertainment is coming from right now. But we'll see how that goes on as we progress. Oh, here's something. I've been having these special feelings for a special someone lately. The strange urges to find myself embraced and close to another person. If I could only find myself alone with the carpenter's daughter, the farrier's apprentice. Well, no, I had better keep these thoughts to myself. So the thing is we know nothing about this guy. He has no traits at all. So is he gay? I don't know. He might be gay, he might not be gay. I don't know. This is a decision I need to make, but I don't think that it's a decision that you can decide. It's just you are or you aren't. I think I'm going to rule this one out, because I think it's more interesting to go for one of these two. So I think I'm going to turn that into a coin flip to see whether I'm gay or not. And I know that that's stupid, because being gay isn't a coin flip. But I know nothing about this guy. He has no leanings in any direction whatsoever, because he has no traits whatsoever. Does he have any? He has no friends, no lovers, no nothing. Yeah, I think I'm going to flip a coin and see what's what. Okay, so heads, the carpenter's daughter. Tails, the farrier's apprentice. It is dropped on the floor. Let's try that again. It is tails, the farrier's apprentice. So Emir Mansur is going to be gay. He is a gay individual. That's the first time we've played with a gay character, I think, isn't it? But there you go. Emir Mansur is a homosexual. There you go. So he's become a little bit more interesting, at least. We know something about him now. But yeah, there you go. Emir Mansur is gay. After weeks of waiting for the right opportunity, I find myself behind the barn alone with the farrier's apprentice that my heart has been longing for. My palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, mum spaghetti, and my chest is pounding. Suggest a secluded cuddle inside the barn. I'm going to gain the trait lustful. So I'm a lusty homosexual. Oh, okay. So now he's becoming a little bit more interesting. That's going to give us a little bit more of a way to go with Emir Mansur. It's going to be interesting to see. He's a lusty homosexual. That's going to give us some new ways of playing. That's good, because I was worrying that we'd basically run out of ways to play and that Emir Mansur is just going to be boring and we're just going to be burning through and waiting for someone interesting to come along. But okay, Emir Mansur is starting to become a little bit more interesting in his own right. It's not just the council that can play in the shadows. Oh, in comes the marshal out of nowhere. He's gone into hiding again. My Grand Vizier has gone into hiding again. So someone is out to get him once again. Could that be Sheikh Idris? Perhaps. It could be. But the Marshal comes swooping in out of nowhere as a new player. Funny, because he isn't one of the major power players. He isn't a major vassal. So but he's just coming out of nowhere to be appointed as my regent. Wow, well, 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 well. Isn't that a turn up for the books? So I'm guessing he's now my guardian as well, right? No, Nazim is my guardian now. Oh, you've made a bit of a mistake there, my good man. You've let someone else take up the guardianship. Rookie mistake by a rookie player, I guess. And there you go. We have come of age. We are a funny looking kid. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're looking a bit weird. I finished my education in the ways of faith and learning. It is a fascinating subject. Dutiful cleric has learned and possessed of beautiful penmanship but lacking particular interest in theology. That makes sense because, you know, gay and lustful. Kind of two things that really don't belong in the Quran. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That I like the whole, you know, writing and learning aspect of it, but I don't really like the whole religious aspect of it. That kind of makes a lot of sense. So there we are. We are a learned man, not particularly interested in ways of religion though. So we got some decisions to make now. Here's the first thing, is the betrothal, because he is no longer in a position of power. I mean, he is still the Grand Vizier. No one's the regent anymore, but this guy was technically the last regent that we had. So the decisions would have been his to make. I don't know. Just, wrathful, lustful, kind, fat, shrewd, grey eminence. Would these two like each other? Whose side would you be on? Angry and lustful would make me think that you wouldn't be on his side. Deceitful, craven, paranoid, lustful. Yeah. You might be more on his side, mightn't you? Because you're both lustful, so you might be like, hey, come over to my house and let's talk. Oh, what's this? A room full of naked women? How did that get there? Well, let's talk about the Emir's proposal for a moment, shall we? What do you think of this? No, please help yourself to another lady of the night. Then again, you're a student of Islamic law. Surely there's got to be a law against breaking betrothals. What's your family situation like? You have a daughter who's you're good at statescraft as well. Okay, so how about this? Wali Uwais has said to Sheikh Alim, I will allow the proposal to go ahead, but I want you to back the claim that he has to marry one of my children as well. And he goes, yeah, I can get on board with that. And then these two side together. Because that's the only way I can figure that the Marshal took power when he went into hiding, rather than the Spy Master, is that he sided with him. I think that makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to say he said that can go ahead. So now we're married. But he's also said you need to get proposed to one of my daughters. Can I not get betrothed to her? Why can I not get betrothed to her? Maybe I need to let it time pass a little bit, so we'll try that again in a minute. Okay, so that's fine. Now we need to decide about the man we want to be. We don't want to do that, and we don't want to do that anymore. Compose a book we definitely want to do, because we are a learny, righty kind of man. Something educational, but definitely not in honor of Allah. So we'll do that. Hopefully it's something educational. Other than lustful and homosexual, there's nothing else that you want to do, is there? No, I think that you're good on that front. Composing a book seems to be the only thing that you really want to do. Right. Yeah, because I'm unmarried still. So, yeah, this betrothal is still a betrothal until I unpause. That's probably why I can't get another betrothal. That's fine. Pick an ambition. What do we want to do? Make a friend, become king, acquire a title, become a counsellor, or groom an heir. Well, that's probably not something we're going to want to do anyway. So, we're not ambitious. So, titles, kingdom, counsellors aren't really that big a deal. Make a friend might be good. Because maybe quote unquote friend means something else. I think that's a good... Yeah, I think a friend. We want to make a friend. I think that's a good way to go about it. And a focus. Now. 16-year-old boy, just new onto the world, who is lustful, and also is going to be forced to marry women, but does not like that. I think there's only one choice we can go for. Seduction, baby. We're going for a seduction focus. Oh yeah, and we're going to try and find ourselves a good man who loves us. That's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and seduce a man. We're going to try and make him our lover. And that's what's really going to be happening behind the scenes. Not my wives, nothing like that. No. We're going to find ourselves a good man. That's what we're going to do. That is how we are going to start our run with Emir Mansur here. Now, we are over domain size, but I still don't know if the council wants to give me the power to give stuff away. Not sure. Maybe I want to wait until I make a friend. And maybe that friend wants to have a landed title, if you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I think that we're good on that front for the time being. Nothing that we want to change there. Right. Rules. Now, I've been talking about this for a while. Do we still have any burghers on the council? We do, don't we? Yeah. The Marshal and the Imam. The Marshal probably wanted concessions. So... yeah, you guys prefer to pay by men, right? Don't you? The mayors tend to favour supplying troops for their liege over paying taxes, yeah. So we're going to keep moving the obligations in the right direction before we talk about anything with regards to centralisation or anything. But they do definitely probably want low centralisation because they don't want the power in my hands, basically, do they? So that's fine. Nothing technologically that we want to talk about. Military, no. Intrigue we went through. Societies. I haven't had a society for a little while. Wouldn't necessarily know about them either though, would we? Maybe we need to wait about that for a moment. Find a way in that kind of makes sense canonically, you know? Rather than just saying, yeah, let's join that society because we've got the education to do so. Maybe we need to wait for, yeah, an event that would make sense, that would introduce this world to us, maybe. Like, maybe we make a new friend and we find out he's a member of the Hermetic Society, and then he's like, come along and join us for a meeting one time. And I'm like, okay, you know, who controls the British Crown and all that, you know? Potentially, might be an idea. But I think that we'll have to wait for that. Yeah, so let's get that marriage done. There we go. We can't do anything, can we? We can only have a non-aggression pact. Yeah, so that's all we can do. Now that that's done, we should be able to get betrothed to you. Yes, so we'll arrange that betrothal as well, because that is the deal that he made. He said, I will look after the reins for you. I will keep everything ticking along while you're in hiding, but we need to make some concessions. And that's one of the concessions that he made. We need to tie our family into them as well. And yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm quite happy with that decision. So let's just see if he actually agrees to that. I have decided to accept your suggestion. Okay, so we should have a non-aggression pact now as well. Yep, cool. That's good to know. So that's all sorted out. You're going to invite me onto the council, aren't you? I would like to offer you the seat on my council and therefore offer you the title of advisor. Okay, so I'd just be an advisor. Yeah, I think that I'm happy to accept that. So I'm just going to become his advisor. So that's cool. So I haven't got to change my focus or anything like that. Oh, since I changed that, is there a... Not yet, no. I didn't know whether there was an option to start seduction or not, but I think I need to... I think it's an event chain, isn't it? Yeah. So, there we go. Emir Mansur has come of age. He's a little bit more interesting than he was when he was younger. The intrigue is still going on behind the scenes. Some to and fro, some backwards and forwards. Have you changed at all? No, you're still how you are. So you still haven't hitched your horse to any kind of trailer or anything yet. So, yeah. Interesting times. Grand Vizier Alim approached me after the council meeting to request some more diplomats to aid him in obtaining more information concerning the rumoured artefact. While I could divert some of my envoys to this task for a time, our regular diplomatic efforts would suffer due to the neglect. But that's okay. I don't like you though. But you control the diplomats because you're the Grand Vizier. So he basically controls the diplomats. So maybe this is more of a, look, I'm just letting you know I'm taking them rather than asking your permission. Yeah, I think that makes more sense because it seems to be like he controls the diplomats. So your vassal Sheikh Alim of Mecca is concerned about his non-inheriting sons. He asks you to consider them when looking for new vassals. Okay. Ooh. Oh, now that's a power play. Oh. What a move. What a move. Oh, you should have come up with that, you silly fool. You're not long for this world, it looks like. Fever and infection. Did you get good treatment? No. Oh, not looking good for you. But this, yeah, what a power move. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm okay on domain size at the moment. Am I? Am I the kind of guy that would kowtow to that? Oh, this is tough. This is a great question. Well done, Sheikh Alim. This was very, very clever. Oh, I don't know what to do because there's nothing in me that would suggest I'm the kind of guy to kowtow to him. But there's also nothing in me that would suggest I'm the guy that would tell him where to go as well. Now the only thing that I would say is that my opinion of him isn't great, but he holds power. So this is what I'm saying. Is this a I'm asking you, or is this a I'm telling you situation? Oh. How much? Right, if I was to give this guy land anyway, the council doesn't seem to have a say on it. But what if I was to... Right, so the council doesn't have a say in this at all anyway. So this guy can't overrule it, whatever the situation. He has him on his side. You are stressed because you can't handle all of the drama and plotting and backstabbing in the back. So you're getting stressed out because of that. Again, not, but headcanon. Which means you're probably putting pressure on people. You're stressed as well, so you're probably getting lent on quite heavily as well, because you two are the only two that haven't declared for anyone. Nothing in you suggests you've gone either way right now. I think he overweighs the power. So now I need to decide, is he asking me or is he telling me? What a brilliant move. Brilliant move. Oh, wow, it's amazing. Right. I think I'm going to have to flip a coin on this. Is he asking me or telling me? Because if he's telling me that the decision's made up anyway, that's fine. But if he's asking me, then we still have a decision to make. So heads, he's asking me. Tails, he's telling me. And it is tails. He is telling me this is happening. Okay, so now is he going to buy it? Or is he going to... I don't think he wants to give up power, does he? But I don't need money. And there's nothing in me that suggests I'm greedy for money or anything like that. How much money do you have? You have a lot of money as well, so... You also know that there's probably not a lot I could ask you. He's got the money, so buying the title isn't really a problem for him. Giving away power might be a bit more of a problem for him. But he might also think, well, I'm not that long for this world now, so what can he really ask me to do? Okay, heads, he's going to buy it off of me. Tails, he's going to give me a favour. Tails, he's going to give me a favour, which is probably the least useful to me. But, there you go. He owes me a favour now. There's not really anything I can do with that favour. I mean, the only thing I can really do is call in council support, but I don't need that at the moment. So there's not really anything I can do. This guy is now gonna gain Beda. Oh no, it's not. It's his younger son. Okay. So it's not his heir. He's not his direct heir. It's the son below. Yeah. So it's not his direct heir. Oh, it's only his one. He's only got one son left anyway. Right, so that's going to annoy you quite a lot now, isn't it? In my head. So there we go. Okay. So Beda is now not part of our realm anymore. And he, what a move. What a move. What a power play. That was amazing. So he has now managed to secure his power base and his lineage a little bit more. So his power's grown. And now also because of that, when his son becomes gains this kingdom, he's going to have an ally in his brother here as well. Against this guy in Jeddah. Oh, what a move. What a move. Oh, so my wife became sick. The daughter of CKII. So I called for him. He's my physician as well. Court physician CKII of Mecca has completely botched the treatment of my wife Paymina's disease. Paymina is now even worse off than before, barely clinging on to life. I am expected to punish CKII of Mecca for his transgression, but what would be suitable punishment? I don't think that anything would, because it's his daughter, so he would have tried his best. Yeah, I mean, it's his daughter, so he definitely would have been trying to save her. Huh. I don't like her that much either, so I think I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you know what? He tried his best. We didn't become rivals, so that's fine, but she doesn't like me now. No. But I mean, ill treatment's not that bad. Only health -1. That's all right. But yeah, he's the physician, and it was his daughter that he was performing on. So I'm sure he would have tried his best. That's his link to our house as well. Considering that his last daughter drove herself off the edge of a cliff with her lover, this is his last chance. So he definitely didn't want to botch that. He must be thinking, what is going on? Why am I cursed like this? Now, that's going to knock your power down a little bit as well, which means that you might be back on the rise a little bit. You've got over your fever, but you still have the infection. But yeah, he must be thinking, why am I cursed? None of my daughters are going to survive their marriage with this guy to link our houses. What is going on? Right, she's ill again. I will call for the physician again. Let's see what he does this time. We lost a jihad. Fair enough. Okay, nothing seems to have happened this time, so that's a bit better at least. But yeah, you're not in great shape. But at least he didn't botch it again this time. So yeah, he must be like, oh, please just get better. Please just get better. And something's happened to him. I'm guessing he's infirm. No, he's just ill. He got measles, but he is bedridden. So he is incapable at the moment. So he got measles from his daughter, probably, because he keeps trying to fix her. Yeah. Oh, it's all gone downhill for him. So I can send someone else to try and find the artifact. But do I care? I don't think I care, do I? But that's it. He is off the council. Now, he did get his son in. But what's going on here? You have not swayed one way or the other yet. You have not swayed one way or the other yet. I think maybe the marshal steps in. Or his son. What are you like? Trusting, craven, deceitful, wrathful, kind, dull, grey eminence. I mean, he did get his son in. Ooh. Either the marshal steps in, or his son got in there. Oh crap, I selected his son. Okay, well, I guess that decision's made. Didn't mean to do that. My apologies. Right, his son got in there in the end. I mean, I could change these guys around because I think that he would get on the council anyway. maybe... Also, everyone's getting sick. So maybe I would know to shut the gate. If everyone else is doing it, I think that... I would do that. Anyway, keep that there to remind me that they're closed. But yeah, so would he have stepped in as Grand Vizier because his dad already prepared him for that? Or would the Marshal step in as Grand Vizier and say, look, bring him in under me and I will take care of him for the time being? How old are you? You're 36. You're 40. So you're roughly the same age. So there's nothing there. You're trusting and craven. You're not craven. In fact, you're quite an angry person. And you are craven, aren't you? But you're also proud. But you were learning under him because you recently improved. I think... Yeah, I think he would have said, look, I'm going to take over. I'm going to take over the role. Bring him... He's going to come into the council as the Marshal. I'm going to take him under my wing and look after him during the backstage rumblings and shenanigans. Then when you're back to health, you can step in again. Or when your son becomes of age, then I will stand aside for him to take the role. But then we'd have to decide when his son becomes... Would he stand aside? And then he's going to be outnumbered by him and his son, this guy. But you're also craven. But ambitious. So maybe you'd be like, look, I'm happy to just be on the council. Just, you know, bring me in as the Marshal. I'm fine and everything like that. And then maybe do stuff in the background because you're a coward and want to do it. And also an amateurish plotter. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Okay. So, things are still going on behind the back here. Now, you... probably just want to be in a position of power, don't you? Yeah, so you can just perform statecraft because I don't need you to do anything. And he's going to get you... to just administer the army so that he can keep you close to him. He doesn't want you training troops because he knows you have no idea what you're doing. So he's just going to ask you to administer the army so you two can be close together in the capital. Yeah, okay. Right, which means that we have a couple of special titles that we need to give out. Is it just... It's just the commander, isn't it? Ooh. He's not on there, so he can't be a commander. So it has to be you. You have to come in as a commander. Okay. Right, we tidied all that up, but it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen when he inevitably passes away, because I think this is probably going to be the end of him, to be honest with you. then his son's going to take over, and then that's going to be a whole other power struggle in the background. Oh, see, here we go, another one. My vassal Sheikh Idris of Jeddah has requested that a lower rank vassal should serve him rather than me directly. Oh. So the power plays are going on. The power plays in the back are going on. Who is this vassal? Shamin of Bays. Okay, it does make sense. She is within your realm. Now I can get a favour on him, deny it, or switch it around. I have a high intrigue skill, do I? Oh, 10. Okay, yeah, fair enough. It's not huge though, but... Okay, so... Again, is he asking me or telling me? But he doesn't have a lot of power on the council at the moment. It's just him. No one else has kind of sided with him at all yet. So it's these two outrank him, but maybe he's come to me. He's come to me in the back. He hasn't done it through the council, so he's come to me face to face. But again, is he asking me or telling me? Because if he's telling me, then I have to do it. If he's asking me, I have the choice to deny it. But he doesn't have... He's also craven. So he is unlikely to just tell. He could subtly imply Okay. Heads, he's asking me. Tails, he's telling me. Heads, he's asking me. Okay, so he hasn't implicitly made it clear, look, if you say no, disastrous things will happen. I like him. He does have a legal claim to it. He doesn't have power on the council. But there's nothing in me that would suggest I would be like, what are you on about? No, of course not. I think I would allow him. How much do I like her? Not as much as I like him. Okay, so I'm going to allow this for a favour. So I now have a favour from this guy as well. But again, nothing I can do with it just yet other than calling in council support. But nothing is really going through the council right now. So at the moment, we don't need anything. But two of our councillors we now have favours from. So we could do that. But nothing we need to do right at this moment. Shamir Umayyad seeks to kill Sheikh Nasir of Baida. Who are you? So you're trying to kill this guy's son. He's your liege. Which means that you must be one of his vassals, right? No, you're just a random courtier. You have nothing to gain from this. Unless you are a puppet of this guy. But then why would you tell me? Why would you tell me that? But yeah, okay. I think that you're a puppet for this guy. That's what's going on in my head. My note begins a note. My lord, even not my note. My lord begins a note from Grand Vizier Waliways. The writing of your manuscript has come to a halt. Our eldest scholar and most experienced scribe has passed away. He recommends investing in more scribes to risk lowered quality of work. Okay, I can do that. That's not a problem. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with that. He's using him to try and get rid of him because he knows that he's gonna be outnumbered on the council soon. He already is outnumbered, but he's gonna be even more so soon if he doesn't get something sorted soon. Oh, my wife is pregnant, so I've done my duty. At least, I've had to yeah, do my duty at least. And just as I said that, she passed away. I think she died of cancer, yes. So she was pregnant, but she passed away of cancer, unfortunately. So even though I did my duty, it came of nothing, I'm afraid. But there you go, another one is pregnant. So I'm doing my duty a lot. For a gay man, I'm obviously, my lust is obviously outpowering my homosexuality right now. So I've also just found someone in the world that I like, that I would like to start trying to seduce. This fine young gentleman here, Sheikh Hassan of Hebron. He is a strong, shrewd homosexual. So, yeah, we like him well enough. It's gone down. It was over 50, but it's gone down now. But we were trying to seduce him, so society may take a dim view on my preferences, but at the risk of a scandal, I am about to seduce Sheikh Hazam with pride. So there we go. We are going to start our seduction. I've also replaced that wife as well because obviously the previous leader, our previous ruler, said no more of this shenanigans. I'm in charge of my marriages. But he died, and I was... I took power when I was a child, so the council basically took all that power back and said, no, you marry the people we tell you to marry. So, yeah, lost all that power again. So, yeah, we've just arranged a new marriage. I am having an inordinately hard time pursuing my amorous interest in Sheikh Hassan. When will I ever find the time to travel so far? I'm gonna keep at it for 1 minute, but if that option comes up a couple more times, I think I am gonna drop it because, you know, there are plenty more fish in the sea, so to speak. We're not, so there's another one. So we'll do one more after this. But yeah, there are plenty more fish in the sea. We're not looking for marriage after all, so it's not a problem. After spending lots of time with few people, you have been... Excuse me. My apologies, I just had a frog in my throat. After spending lots of time with few people, you have been positively surprised by Donya. During this difficult time, you have gotten to know and understand her well. In many ways, she complements you nicely and you have a good time together. Okay, so apparently I don't like her, but apparently she's going to become my very close friend. So I fulfilled the ambition to make a friend, not the ambition that I was hoping for. I'm going to give this up as well because I will find someone else. But yeah, we made a friend. Not exactly the type of friend that I was thinking of, but never mind. Also, I think that illness has gone now, hasn't it? Yes. So we are going to open the gates again. And there we go. We didn't get any negative events from that, which is very nice indeed. But yes, we need to pick a new ambition now. I don't think I care about any of them. Yeah, there's nothing there right now. You were not the friend I was looking for. But, oh well, we do what we must, I suppose. Oh, this is exactly what I was talking about. I'm having dinner and plenty of drinks with Sagar tonight. It's lovely. Yet what I am most charmed by is Sagar herself. Why else would I not immediately stop our conversation, which has slowly begun to touch upon some almost heretical ideas? There we go. So, I have been approached about a society once again. So it has been brought to my attention, which is exactly what we were talking about. I am not a particularly religious person. I do live in sin. So I would be open to these ideas, I think. But the question is, do I like this person enough that I would actually listen to what they have to say? I mean, I guess I would allow them to continue. But I don't know. I guess I would listen a little bit and see what comes up. Yeah, walking the palisades of my castle, I am joined by Sultana Sagar. I find myself agreeing with a lot of the concepts she presents. The futility of prayer particularly resonates with me. Suddenly she turns to me and presses a small leather pouch into my hand. My lord, will you carry this with you for protection? Still not... I encourage the advances, or I distance myself. I'm happy to listen. Am I happy to take a strange pouch? This might make a great story from a book. I'm gonna listen, but I don't know how far I'm gonna go. What if I told you that all you have been taught to believe in is a lie? Sagar continues, throwing a cautious glance around us before pulling up her sleeve, revealing a scar in the shape of a pentagram. Allah lied to Adam in the Garden of Eden. Reject the tyrant deity and let Iblis guide your steps. Again, you truly are a witch then. Can you bring down my enemies? This is blasphemy. Leave my sight before I call the gods. I think I would be open to the idea of witchcraft. But I think that I'm just going to stop at the next stage anyway. As soon as there's blood everywhere in my room, I've got a feeling that I'm not going to go down that route. Because I'm not the kind of guy. I mean, I'm going to go yes. But unless something changes between now and when the blood appears, I don't think I'm going to go down that route, because I'm not the kind of guy that's going to go, blood everywhere. Yes, of course, that is definitely what I should be doing. Because I'm happy to question things and I'm happy to go against orthodox ways of thinking, but I don't think I'm happy to mutilate myself, you know? Why are you in hiding? I didn't send you into hiding. You just went of your own volition. Okay. Strange. I guess you just gone into the hiding for your final few months. So I'm about to have a child as well. Right, yeah, we might, if you offer yourself up to Iblis, you will be granted powers Allah has kept from us humans. Fingering the leather pouch in my pocket, I slowly nod. Oh, and I think you'll enjoy it, she said with a knowing smile. Still don't like her. And I also don't have any enemies. So that is also something that I wouldn't necessarily go down that time, yeah. It has been some time since Sultana Sagar was in contact with me. I have been mulling over her words. Allah told Adam he would die if he ate the forbidden fruit. Allah lied. The imams in the mosque lie. Their lies are meant to hold us back. You continue to await further instructions. Why must we always put the needs of others before our own? I'm going to gain the trait greedy. I think, as a lustful person, I'm more inclined to go with why do I and being gay and having to do my duty as well. Why do I always have to put everyone else's needs before my own? You know, I have needs too, but no one ever considers my needs. No, I'm told that my needs are blasphemous and sinful. So why would I? Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm going to become greedy. I'm going to become a greedy person as well. So that is also going to change a few things. So now that we are greedy, there are a couple of things that I want to do here. I want to borrow money because I'm greedy. So I'm going to borrow money. That's fine. I also think I'm going to borrow this money as well. So I'm going to borrow even more money. And where is search for a smith? I am going to do this. And what I want is I want fine jewelry befitting my status. So that is what we are going to do as well. I don't care about paying the loan back. I'm really not bothered about that. I'm greedy, so that is not something I particularly care about. Yeah, and that is all for the time being. There is also an option, I think, on one of the lifestyle things. One of these up here, I think, that I can debase my currency as well. So I think that that will be something I would do when it comes to it as well. But yes, I am now a greedy person. I am now greedy. I am on the path to speak to Iblis to join, what is it? Lucifer's own, that's it. So I'm also on the path to do that as well. We're going to get ourselves some fine jewelry. We're probably going to go and try and find some more men as well, because my last endeavour didn't work very well. And damn it, I am a greedy, lustful, gay man. I would like to sleep with someone who I actually find attractive, rather than having to sleep with these women to do my duty. No one ever considers how I feel. I always have to consider how everyone else feels. So yeah, it's about damn right that I go out and get some for myself, rather than having to live how everyone else tells me I need to live. So yeah, Emir Mansur has become a little bit of an interesting person. But we're going to find out how he gets on next time. I want to thank you for joining me today. I certainly hope that you do join me for that next time. But until then, I bid you all adieu, a good day, and a massive GG to you all.
Hey you, did you like this? Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out our other channels and watch our playlist. Rich T Entertainment.